Yes, guys, and welcome to today's video. Everybody wants more energy. Everyone wants more drive. They want a clearer headspace, more clarity. But the truth is, a lot of guys, they're just constantly just running on fumes, whether that be stress, caffeine, distraction, and they wonder why they're still stuck all the time. And what I've learned is this: energy is literally the foundation of everything. When you're in a high energy state, life really becomes effortless. And opportunities, they start coming towards you. People are drawn to you. Ideas start flowing, and you just become this magnetic force. And the best part is, it's not luck either. It's not genetics. You can't blame it on that. It's really just having a system that you can build from every single day. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to get into that high energy state and to actually just stay there rather than falling off with this momentum. So this isn't not once a year on holiday, but like daily, how to feel good all the time. And here is the truth about energy as well, lads. You can go to the gym all the time. You can have the best plan in the world, the best diet, the best business strategy, but if your energy is shot, none of this is going to work. So have you ever noticed when you're drained, even just simple, like maybe just sending a text feels like a mountain. But when you're buzzing, when you've got this high energy, life really feels effortless. The conversations will flow. The ideas will drop in naturally. People are drawn to you. And that's not by accident either. That's an energy game, which is what we're talking about today. So I'm going to go over a breakdown as to how you can get into that high energy state, not once in a blue moon, but every single day. And to give you an example of what I do here in Madrid, it's very simple. And that is the point, because when you get these over complex systems, it's just going to kill that consistency. So for me personally, I'll wake up, meditate for 10 to 15 minutes just to like calm the noise. It's very simple. And then I'll take my dog out for a walk. I'll get sun on my skin and I'll say, buenos dias to everyone that I walk past. And that little social spark is going to put a lot of different frequencies out straight away, right? That you're part of this world and you're not just hiding away, right? And by the time that I'm back, I'll have some breakfast, I'll have a black coffee, and then I'll get to work. And by work, I don't mean like endless admin. I'm just talking about creation, like putting this video together today, writing out a template and all things like that, writing, filming, building. And that's when the ideas flow. When you're sharp and you're not polluted by all this bullshit input or by anyone else's agenda, you can think clearly. And it's very simple. Meditate, move, connect, caffeinate, and then create. It's very simple. Once you've got something that actually flows easily, you don't have to overthink it. People have like these crazy 20, 30 step routines. It's just not necessary. Or even worse than that, guys that are just scrolling straight away, they're overstimulated. It's no wonder they're not clear on things. Like when I put up stories on social media, I can see the same guys straight away, like looking at my content. Which is a little bit questionable, right? Because it means that they are always glued to their phone, which is not a good place to be in when you're trying to get clear on the mission. So really, this is very simple. Start your day by getting out. Maybe you're not, in the sun. I'm very lucky to be here in Madrid, but just getting outside, even if it's grey skies, you still get that UV through there as well. So that is very simple. Here's a mistake that a lot of guys will make as well: training purely just for aesthetics. So they'll smash themselves 6 days a week. They'll follow the whole bro chicken and rice, end up looking flat and miserable because their whole focus is on the 6 day week training. Now, really, the training should be fueling to your life, not taken away. That's why I live by a 3 day system with full bodies at the moment. They're very intentional each week. And that's it, right? You go all in when you're in there, and then you give your body time to grow, recover, and come back super sharp. And I've been doing that here in Madrid. I'm more jacked, probably leaner than I have been in a long time. But the thing is, I've also got more energy for my business. I've got more energy for content, and I've got more energy to live, right? And that is the difference. And then you've got the zone 2 cardio. Everyone ignores this because it's not sexy. It's the mindset unlock. It's having that creativity, whether that be walking on a treadmill, outside walking, cycling, just keeping your heart rate steady will then allow you to clear your head, reset your metabolism, and get you absolutely dialed in for the day. And just a bonus tip there as well, I'll probably cover this a bit later, but if you can combine that with the sauna as well, is absolutely unmatched. You really have that mental clarity every single time without fail. It never disappoints. So when you train this way, the physique will really take care of itself. The muscle build, fat will drop off, testosterone will increase, and instead of dragging yourself around half dead, you actually walk out of the gym feeling more alive than when you walked in. And that is the key. Energy first, and then aesthetics as the natural byproduct. Thought I'd dedicate an entire slide to this, the hot and cold contrast. You do see this a lot on social media, but to be honest, for good measure, nothing really gets you out of that fight mode quicker than a sauna and cold. 20 minutes sweating it out straight into the cold water. Yes, it's quite hard work. It's a little stressful, but then straight away you're back. Like your mind's going to be clearer. Your stress is gone. Your energy is a good increase. Like I'll do this every day and it works. And that's when the ideas land, going back to content, not when you're glued, sat down to the laptop, not when you're scrolling through social media. It's when you're in this calm, relaxed state. And there's actually another slide on this later on, which I'll go into more detail on. But I've been doing that pretty much every day here in Madrid. The difference really is night and day. And the feeling after it is unmatched. No supplement, no pre-workout, no biohack will ever come close. Really, it's this simple. This is nature's reset button. And you'll walk out of that cold shower feeling 10 foot tall. You'll be sharper, you'll be calmer, like you can literally take on anything. And a lot of guys, they're stuck in this constant fight or flight, whether that be through too much caffeine, maybe too much screen time. They don't know how to handle stress, and they never really reset. And that's why they are foggy all the time. That's why they don't know how to do content, because they're trying to chase quick fixes. They're looking at too much as to what other people are doing. So even by just incorporating this simple sauna and cold, it will drag you back into your body, back into the present, and that way you won't be overthinking and you'll actually feel alive again. So if you want to build a high energy state that attracts effortlessly, whether that be money, women, opportunities, this is one of the most simplest, most primal tools that you can actually use. And you can start this today. Most men, they can't handle silence. They'll need these constant noises, stimulation, distraction, the list goes on. But the thing is, the stillness is exactly where the clarity and the energy comes from. So every day, of course, we'll carve out 20, 30 minutes just to sit in silence with, of course, no phone, no music, no distractions. And at first, yeah, it feels a bit weird. Like if you just sit with it and just accept it, it will clear. And that's when these ideas land, or downloads, whatever you want to call them. And this is where the intuition will start kicking in. Some of my best ideas, whether that be tweets, videos, my clearest direction just comes from sitting still after the sauna and the cold, not from forcing and sitting here looking at my laptop. There's actually a really good book on this. It's called Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday. The title says it all, really. Energy isn't about this constant doing all the time. It's actually just being in the now. And when you actually master this silence, you'll then stop chasing and start attracting, right? That's what this whole video is about. And everything will start flowing towards you. So try and carve out this stillness every single day. It's a fallacy. People think that's actually inactivity, but actually it's energy alignment. And I made an entire video on this, but it's worth putting in here again. And that is, your environment is the silent multiplier of your energy. You can have the best morning routine in the world, the best gym program, but if you're stuck in a dark flat and you're breathing stale air, you're surrounded by people that are draining you, the energy's a bit flat, then your energy's capped before you even start. And I do talk about this a lot, but for good reason. Like when I moved here to Madrid, the difference is insane. There's a lot of sunlight. I'm out every single day. There's good energy on the streets. People actually look at you in the eye. People want to speak to you. And you compare that to being in a grey UK city, surrounded by guys who just want to hit the pub, they want to sesh every weekend, then your energy takes a beating without you even realizing it. So really your environment dictates your habits. For example, if your gym is 5 minutes away, you're going to train. Like I have a gym literally underneath here. It's a 1 minute walk. I literally have zero excuses. So if it's, let's say, the other way around, your gym is a 45-minute walk or whatever, you're going to probably end up skipping it. Same with people as well. If you're around high energy people that are chasing building something, you're actually going to rise with them. And if you're around degenerates or zombies, whatever, you're just going to end like one too, right? So, and just on that note as well, yes, I am here in Madrid and I'm very fortunate to be here, but you don't have to wait to move you don't have to wait to move abroad either when it comes to environment. Like you can start curating your environment now, whether that be cleaning your space, getting plants in the room, spending more time outside, curating your circle. Like energy isn't just created inside of you, it's drawn out of you by the space that you live in as well. So you need to put yourself in the right environment, and then the high energy becomes the default, not the exception. A lot of guys grip onto this way too tightly, with constant pressures, stress, but really things aren't that serious. This is literally the best video game ever made, and it's a good way to look at it, gamifying your life. You are the main character, right? So when I was younger, I used to play, if any you guys watching this can relate, I used to play RuneScape. It's a bit nerdy. I used to play this for hours with my brother, grinding away, stacking, XP, leveling up, whatever. And it was fun because there was always progression. But the thing is, real life works literally the same way, whether that be in the gym with every workout, every book that you're reading, or the risks that you take. You're literally gaining XP. You're literally leveling up yourself. And the difference is, in real life, you've got agency. You're not bound to a script. I always say this, you can just do things. You can decide to be the guy who lifts, the guy who eats clean. Ironically, I'm saying that after I've eaten 3 croissants before this video, but you can be the guy who moves country. You can be the guy that builds the business. There really is no permission slip, right? And that's the mindset shift. You need to stop treating life like a burden and just start treating it like a game. You can explore, try things. Of course, you're going to fail a little bit, but you need to laugh at it. You need to try and keep things as playful as possible, because a lot of guys that I know, especially with a lot of energy, they're the ones that don't take it so seriously, that are not actually getting bogged down by all the nonsense. So if you want to attract effortlessly, you want to be in this high energy state, then you really need to grab life by the balls, and start playing the game. And as I said from the beginning of this video, you don't need an hour-long ritual. You just need to snap yourself back into this peak state. That's what these practical energy resets are for. So I put here number 1. This is a no-brainer. Bang on about this loads, but sunlight and fresh air. 5 to 10 minutes outside is very simple. Getting the sunlight on your skin, that's your body's natural way to just switch back on. Cold water, this is just an instant shock to the system, or a cold shower. Just dunking your face into some cold water for a few seconds can really change your energy. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, zone 2 walking, that will reset the brain and nervous system. It oxygenates your system, it will reset your mood, and breath work as well kind of does the same thing. So you could try a few rounds of box breathing. This is very simple. I'm going to do a separate video on that, but the Wim Hof can work really well. I actually haven't done that in a little while, but when I was doing it worked really good. So maybe I'll start that again. And here's another one as well, bounding. That's really, really simple. You can literally just, people do it on trampolines, but you can just skip on the spot just to shake off that kind of like dull energy. To switch the nervous system into this go mode. Same thing as like push-ups, dips, just some body weight push-ups. This is a good way to get back in the game. And yeah, I didn't put this on here, but from the top of my head, don't underestimate high energy music as well. Those that know me know that I love music. One track that, like, it could just be one song that you really love can completely shift your frequency, and that's really all it takes. But then contrary to that as well, like, going back to what I was saying earlier, all you really need sometimes is just 5 minutes of silence. So yeah, put the phone down, no noise, and you can just reset that way. But the point of this slide, really, I've rambled a little bit there, but energy isn't ever really random. You're not a victim to it either. You can just pull these levers whenever you want, and that's high agency. That's how you stop living like an NPC. So here is the takeaway. Energy, as I said just a second ago, it's not some mystical thing that is just going to randomly show up on good days. It's something that you cultivate. It's something that you build. It's something that you earn, right? And when you master it, everything in your life is going to compound. You don't need, like, I am big on supplements. There's definitely things that work out there, but you don't need 20 of them. You don't need to grind yourself into the floor. Just start with the basics, sunlight, movement, sauna, cold, stillness, playfulness, and you'll notice that life starts bending in your favor. And really, this is where the high energy men attract these opportunities without having to go and force it all the time. It just flows, right? Don't just watch this video and nod along, right? Tomorrow morning, I'm going to upload this one tonight, but tomorrow morning, try it. Get outside, move, set the tone, and watch how differently your day starts unfolding. So as always, if you found this valuable, hit subscribe, drop a comment below on what part hit you the most. And if you want to go deeper on building the physique and lifestyle of a high energy man, DM me on Instagram or X. But until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.